Good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please stand. Gentlemen, please remove your hats to honor our nation and its flag by joining the Cash's NJROTC Color Guard, Trojan Band, and Senior Chorus in the singing of our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner, and the Chambersburg High School song. Please be seated. Good evening, parents, grandparents, family and friends, school board members, Chambersburg Area School District staff, and class of 2018. Tonight, I am delighted to stand before you as a mentor, an advocate, and the instructional leader for the fine young men and women who complete this graduating class. 4 years ago in August, these students began their high school career. During this time, individuals had to overcome many obstacles and adapt to change to accomplish their goals. As a team, They met each obstacle head on with determination and a will to succeed. Webster's dictionary defines change as to make something different from what it is or from what it would be if left alone. I believe each member of this graduating class would agree that they have been changed over the course of the past 4 years. As you observe this class seated around me, you will notice many of them wearing colorful sashes representing their membership, achievement, and commitment to the National Honor Society, Future Farmers of America, Mu Alpha Theta, Multicultural Club, Academic Honors, and the JROTC. This class showed all of us throughout their high school career a never give up attitude. In good times and bad, the class of 2018 stood as a class act example to all of us. Their academic accomplishments have motivated the following. 13 plan to enlist in the military. 201 have enrolled in a college or university. And 301 will enter the workforce. Class of 2018, as you move forward with your future, there are a few final thoughts that I have for you. An unknown author once said, "Our background and circumstances may have influenced who we are, but we are responsible for who we become." Another quote from an unknown author does a great job of summing up my wishes for each of you. I hope your dreams take you to the corners of your smiles, to the highest of your hopes, to the windows of your opportunities, and to the most special places your heart has ever known. And finally, as you begin your future after high school, many people may tell you that change is inevitable. But I say to you, there is one thing that will never change. Each of you will always be a graduate of the Chambersburg Area Senior High School class of 2018. At this time, I would like to introduce Dr. Lisa Schoenlieber, the class of 2018 Assistant Principal.
Welcome, parents, guardians, grandparents, loved ones, and most of all, the seniors who will soon be 2018 graduates. This senior year has been an interesting one for you. We started out with 3 different principals, a possible teacher strike, and some extraordinary occurrences of nature. The solar eclipse in August, the super blue moon in January, and the spring nor'easter that attempted to threaten today's graduation date. Through these wild occurrences, you have persevered through it all. Class of 2018, you were the first group of middle school students that did not go to J. Frank Faust Junior High School. It was your 6th grade year that the district restructured to have 2 middle schools. I was at Cams North as we welcomed the first middle school class in that building. It has been an absolute joy to watch you grow from middle school students into beautiful, promising young adults. You seniors are an amazing group of people. You have spunk, personality, kind hearts, a great work ethic, and grit. It is your grit, your ability to want to succeed that got you to this stage today. It is this drive that helps you excel in your academics, your sport, and your passion. It is your grit that will help you continue to experience success after you walk across this stage and enter the college, the military, or the workforce. And because of your grit, I could not be more proud of you. I'd like to share a small part of a story from the book I Knew You Could by Craig Dorfman that sums up the feelings for today. I knew you could, and you knew it too, that you'd come out on top after all you've been through. And from here you'll go farther and see brand new sights, and you'll face brand new hills that rise to new heights. Parents and audience members, thank you for allowing us to be a part of your children's lives these last 13 years. Seniors, it has been an honor to be a part of your journey, and I wish you continued success as you begin this new chapter. Class of 2018, always remember to help others and pay it forward, persevere through your failures, and always keep your grit. Congratulations and thank you. Now I would like to introduce the president of the class of 2018, Nathan. We call him Nate Bard. Nate is the son of Kenneth and Nancy Bard. While Nate was here at Caches, he was the junior and senior class president. Nate was involved in student government and was on the homecoming court this fall. Nate plans on attending Millersville University, where he will study teaching, specifically history.
Thank you.
You got this, Bard. You don't have to hold it.
Whew, took a long time to get here. Before I get started, I'd like to take a moment and recognize some very important people that helped make high school an exciting journey. For starters, I'd like to thank my IB history teacher, Miss Rebecca Spang, for putting up with my antics for 3 years. She's the reason I have begun to pursue my own history education career. Also, I'd like to thank Miss Susan Schuff, who is a great psychology teacher and someone who many students could look up to for advice inside and outside the classroom. A truly inspirational role model, and to my wonderful girlfriend, Hallie, who kept me going through these last 2 years. Thank you, all of you, for being such amazing people. It took more than a decade to reach this monumental moment, and it is bittersweet that this will be the last time we will all be together. It has been a tenuous path to this day, and I know that we will all look back on these years as a fun, emotional roller coaster. All the tears, all the laughs, and all the rage-filled rants from Danny Muldowney will be some of the things that last a lifetime. We are a class that has both members from the end of a century and the beginning of a new one. We signal the end of an era and the beginning of a new one. We are the heirs and the catalysts of the technological age. We enter society with a mission to make this world a better place for all to live in. By leading these men and women for the past 2 years, I have seen greatness from them. I know that we can and we will make this world a better place. We are only a small part of the world, but I wholeheartedly believe in the hearts and minds of this class. We have set the bar high for ourselves, but I'm sure that we can surpass this. If there's anything you remember from this class of 2018, remember that Big Bard always has and always will believe in the future we can create. I wish you all the best of luck in whatever endeavors you follow. As this comes to a close, there's something I would like everyone here to remember. It is okay to disagree with someone. No matter what political view we have, no matter what race, gender, religion we are, we must all keep in mind one thing. We are all Americans. We are all a part of this great nation, and we should all remember that we must work together for the better of this nation, this state, this county, and even this town. In a country so divided, I hope these words have inspired you to do good. In the bigger picture, it may seem impossible, But it is imperative that we all keep in mind it all starts with us. Thank you, and to 2018, thank you for everything.
At this time, I would like to introduce the Student Government President, Zainab Mubashir. Zainab is the daughter of Malik and Najla Mubashir. Zainab is an IB student who has been involved with student government, National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta, and Latin Club. Furthermore, Zainab has organized the community trick-or-treat at Cash's, as well as helping our community with a gleaning project. In addition, she volunteered at the Chambersburg Hospital and interned at Blue Mountain Healthcare. After high school, Zainab will attend Wesleyan University, where she will major in neuroscience while pursuing a pre-med track.
Good evening, graduates, family members, and faculty. Thank you for joining us tonight in celebrating one of the most important and long-awaited days of our lives. Today marks the day we close a 13-year-long chapter of our lives and get ready to begin a new one. Out of the 529 seniors graduating tonight, we are students ready to start our lives in college, the workforce, and the military. Over the years, we have grown tremendously, both in wisdom and height. We started as scared kindergartners, clutching our parents' hands as we entered elementary school. And now we eagerly await the moment when we finally say goodbye to our parents and embrace what freedom feels like. But we still love you guys. But when we started high school 4 years ago, we were ready for the best part of our lives. While we thought middle school was okay, we dreamt of high school. High school will be amazing, we said. I hear the lockers are bigger and more bluer, and the food options in the cafeteria are greater. And most importantly, we were excited to choose our classes. It was all rainbows and sunshine until the rigor of high school courses hit us. But as the challenges continued, so did we. We saw the big picture and used these obstacles to motivate ourselves. College applications and midterms were looking tough, and our 6 o'clock, 6:20, 6:25, and 6:27 alarms turned into 7:40 snoozes. Teachers started to write the countdowns to AP, IB, and final exams on the whiteboards, but all we really longed for was this exact moment. This morning, we turned off our last alarm clock, entered and left the building for the last times as students, and Mr. Yost endearingly encouraged Miriam and I for the last time as we took his AP Calc exam. These are the relationships that make high school worth it. In these 4 years, we have come to cherish not just our friendships, but our relationships with our teachers who changed our entire high school experience. For me personally, without Mrs. Hartung, I would not have gone through IB or the many challenges that came my way. Although high school has ended, we will continue to learn, which means we may continue to fail. I know that we can embrace the failures that we fall into and move on. I don't know what the future may hold for any of us or where we might end up, but I do know that if anyone can seek out to conquer something, it is none other than our generation, our class. We are graduating at a time when now more than ever, we see high school students hold so much power with their voices and a clear idea. If we continue to create and follow our purpose and question what we believe is wrong, then we can do anything and be anything. Before we part and say our final goodbyes, I would like to congratulate each graduate and their families for completing the first of the many journeys we will take, and wish you all the very best with whatever path you set out to conquer.
I would like to now introduce the Superintendent of the Chambersburg Area School District, Dr. Joseph Podasak.
Okay. Class of 2018, good evening. It gives me great pleasure to speak on this important occasion. The final step on your educational journey at Cassius. First, I'd like to make some introductions. I'd like to introduce our school board members. They'll stand if I when I have to introduce them. President, Dr. Mark Shore. Vice President, Mr. Alex Sharp. Mr. Carl Barton. Mr. Kevin Mintz. Mr. Ed Norcross. And Mrs. Joan Smith. We'd like to thank you for the hundreds of hours of service you have contributed. At this time, I'd also like to introduce the administrators on stage. Dr. Kathy Dustman, Assistant Superintendent. Mr. Brian Zimmerman, Associate Principal at the high school. Who else do we have? Standing down here, Jamie Vingus, Assistant High School Principal. Stan Schilling, Assistant High School Principal. And Lisette Jones, Acting Assistant High School Principal. Thank you very much. Last but not least, teachers, please stand. You do a great job. All the teachers that are here that work with the students. Look at them. We really appreciate they've done a great job. Thank you very much. Very good. Graduates, congratulations. Today you have reached a goal that is a result of millions of hours of hard work, and for most of you, 13 years and almost 2,500 days of time in a classroom, give or take a few hours. Your class has accomplished many things. You participated in new dynamic programs put in place at Cassius during your time here, such as the NJROTC and the International Baccalaureate Program. Your class has led the charge to make Cassius and our community a better place through a kindness initiative. You've worked through some of the most rigorous state standards and testing requirements of any previous class. And now, here you are, diploma in hand, and the future just around the corner. Of course, you didn't do it alone. You had a lot of love, support, help, and encouragement along the way. It was really a team effort. Your parents, grandparents, guardians, relatives, friends, many of whom are here this evening, were members of your team. Now, I want you to take a moment, look around at the other members of your team, your classmates. Sadly, there may never be another time in your life when all of you are together. That makes this graduation and this event even more significant. Yes, some members of your team will go with you into the future, but many others will not. However, I can assure you that along the way, you will meet new people who will join your team and help you and eventually become important to your success. As I mentioned, many people invested in you as you progressed through school, and those people are incredibly proud of you today. I know there will be many graduation ceremonies tonight and throughout this weekend, and there should be. High school diploma represents one of life's milestone accomplishments. It is something to be proud of, but there are many, many more milestones awaiting you. Now, your future lies before you, and you are in charge of where it's going and what you are going to accomplish in your life. I'd like to quote Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And, most importantly, have the courage to follow your heart and your intuition. They somehow already know that you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary. My closing thoughts are simple. Celebrate this diploma. Look to the future with great hope and optimism, and finally make it a meaningful and excellent life. Thank you for sharing with us this evening. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the Salutatorian, Evan Schreffler. Evan is the son of Sean and Chris Schreffler. At Cassius, Evan was a Lenfest Scholar, member of the National Honor Society. He received the AP Scholar and Thomas C. Stauffer Awards, was Student of the Month 5 times during his high school career. Evan was captain of the boys basketball team, member of student government, served as a link leader, participated in the CASD Minithon, and serves the Chambersburg community in cleaning up the Conecuh River and the Drew Michael Taylor Foundation. Evan plans to attend the University of Pennsylvania to major in chemical and Molecular Engineering. Evan. Congratulations.
Thank you, Yanni. Good evening, teachers, parents, relatives, friends, and fellow classmates. It is an honor to represent the Cassius Class of 2018 as your Salutatorian. I remember freshman year, I said to my mom that one of my goals was to be up here speaking today. Well, Mom, I did it. For the past 4 years, I have been a part of a class that boasts truly incredible students who are headed to equally impressive schools, the workforce, and the armed forces, and who will achieve wonderful feats in their respective fields. A class that contains amazing athletes, artists, activists, and more. A class of students that will become the next great scientists, doctors, lawyers, historians, businessmen and women, and any other profession that there is out there. I would like to thank the members of the Cassius family, the amazing teachers, administrators, and principals that we have, who have helped us all get through these past 4 years. I can speak for all of us by saying there have been some challenges along the way. Heck, we've had 4 principals in the last 4 years. Regardless, you have stuck it out with us and helped us get prepared for the next stage of our lives, something we should all be grateful for. I would also like to thank everyone else, especially the parents. You guys are amazing. You have helped us be shaped into the great men and women that we are today. Finally, I want to personally thank the Class of 2018 for the close friendships and great memories that I've made over the past years that will never ever fade. Before we receive our diplomas, realizing that this indeed will be the last time that we will all be together, I want to challenge all of you to do something monumental in the next walk of your lives. This year commemorates the 50-year anniversary of the death of Martin Luther King Jr. He was a man who defied those that opposed him, and he led a period of great change in this country. One thing most remember about Dr. King is his words, the power and persuasiveness they held. My favorite quote of Dr. King is, "Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter." This quote holds a special place in my heart because of the significance it still holds today, especially in our generation. It is time for all of us to make a change. Fellow classmates, do not be ever quiet about issues and events that you feel strongly or passionately about in the years to come. If you feel that teachers are underpaid, do not be afraid to say something. If you feel strongly about protecting the environment, go out and do all you can do to protect it. If you feel as though there are still people who are denied equal opportunity and are oppressed, be outspoken. And if you feel if in your community there's something that needs to happen, there needs to be change, go out and fix it. And if you strongly believe that the school shootings like the ones in Parkland and Santa Fe need to end, stand up and say enough is enough. Whatever you want change for the greater good, be courageous and be bold. But also remember that while voicing yourself is important, actions always speak louder than words. I challenge each and every one of you not to just go through life complacent with your career and your personal goals and endeavors. Make an impact locally, nationally, and globally. Again, in the words of Dr. King, together we can be the generation that will prove that unarmed truth and unconditional love will have the final word. Thank you, Mr. Ocker, for giving me this opportunity to speak. Seniors, I wish each and every one of you the best of luck in your next adventures. I will be rooting for you always and forever.
Great job, Evan. Thank you. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the valedictorian for the class of 2018, Lauren Ching. Lauren is the daughter of Henry and Julie Ching. During her time at Cassius, Lauren was a member of the National Honor Society, Latin Club, Mu Alpha Theta, Leo Club, was Student of the Month, and was the 2018 Color Day Queen. Lauren was a four-year varsity volleyball starting setter and senior team captain, as well as the public opinion volleyball player of the year. Lauren holds the school record for the most assists, 2,522 to be exact, and was presented the Student Scholar Athlete Award. Upon graduation, Lauren will be attending the University of Pittsburgh to continue in the sciences in hopes to pursue a career in medicine or dentistry. Lauren.
Good evening. I am honored to welcome all family, friends, faculty, and the graduates of Chambersburg Area Senior High School Class of 2018. Today, May 25th, is a day to be thankful for and celebrated greatly. I would like to begin by expressing my gratitude for everyone who has supported our academic achievements. To our faculty, teachers, coaches, and administrators, our educational achievements are owed a great part to you. Whether it be in the classroom, cafeteria, or gymnasium, the staff in the school district is filled with amazing people that have helped lead us to our accomplishments here this day. To my family, thank you for your continuous encouragement and love, especially to my parents for being my biggest supporters and for the opportunities you provided me with to do my best. And of course, thank you to each member of the class of 2018 for your friendship. It has been a great pleasure getting to know each of you. I will treasure each and every memory I have with this very special class and school. The past 4 years at Cassius have been very memorable. We have spent 720 school days together, which was a lot of time for us to create so many special moments. Together, we have earned $2,450,561 in scholarship money. We have had around 1,140 sporting events. We performed 8 school plays, and we enjoyed 6 school dances. These many special recollections have given us much opportunity to grow with one another and have fun as a class. As we take these special memories with us, I think it is important to value what growing up in Chambersburg has taught each of us. We have been fortunate to grow up in a close-knit town that has built our characters as students. As we move forward, success can be found for each of us in a unique way. While there is no one specific roadmap for success, I do believe there are a few important considerations that should be kept in mind as we each attempt to attain our highest level of achievement. The first consideration is to always keep sight of our aspirations as we strive towards success. Henry David Thoreau, a famous writer, once said, "Do not lose hold of your dreams or aspirations, for if you do, you may still exist, but you have ceased to live." It is essential that we maintain a strong intent to continue striving towards what matters most to us. We will certainly face both challenges and opportunities. We all have the ability to persevere through the challenges and continue with resilience towards our goals. Secondly, as we strive towards our goals, we should maintain an open mind and embrace new ideas. Everyone here today has unique qualities that can be implemented to better the world. By continuing to advance what we each are good at, it is inevitable that we will achieve great things. While we each are capable of creating new ideas, it is important to be open to the ideas of others as well. One of my favorite quotes says that the mind is like a parachute. It only works when it's open. Giving consideration to every opportunity and thought allows each of us to carve our best path for success. The last consideration for a future journey is the intent to carry out our goals with kindness. We should always remember to stay compassionate towards one another. Learning to live with kindness and impacting other people in a positive way is invaluable. As Aesop said, "No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted." Kindness begins with us, and it will spread through everyone else in a contagious ripple effect. Time is our most precious, limited resource, so let us spend the rest of ours striving towards our aspirations, embracing new ideas, and being kind to one another as we work towards the success each of us desires. Let us treasure our fond memories and appreciate what we have learned during our time in Chambersburg as we proceed into the future. Finally, to my fellow graduates of the Chambersburg Area Senior High School Class of 2018, congratulations, and I wish you luck in all of your future endeavors. May your futures be successful and all of your dreams come true.
The senior class members of the Cassius Glee Club will now perform under the direction of Mrs. Elizabeth Stahl. Dr. Podasak, Dr. Schur. On behalf of the Chambersburg Area School District, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the 511 members of the class of 2018. They have fulfilled the requirements that have been established for the various courses in which they were enrolled and are entitled to receive appropriate recognition. Now it is time for them to receive their diplomas. Out of courtesy for our graduates, we ask that you refrain from applause until the students have received their diploma.
Amanda Renee Abbott.
Destiny Laurel Lockman.
Henberly Adelisa Abreu Capella.
Jan Taima Lawyer.
Catherine Melissa Azevedo Salguero.
Tiffany Melissa Lazo Salazar.
Alexandra Danielle Ashampong.
Jada Renee Lee.
Joshua Ramiro Aguero.
LaPria Angela Lee.
Ziad Abdul Fattah Ahmed.
Bailey Robert Leedy.
Tyler Gary Akers.
Elizabeth Rose Lehman.
Pierre Emmanuel Alsagar.
Taylor Rosita Lensbaugh.
Lexi Rose Anderson.
Mariah Kelly Lesher.
Jade Marie Andre.
Lucy Lee.
Mackenzie Elizabeth Armstrong.
Nicholas Peter Lococo.
Amanda Lee Asbury.
Andrew Joel Lopez.
Nobinson Augustin.
Austin Calvin Lopez.
Isaiah Thomas Avery.
Monica Giselle Lopez.
Peyton Charles Bailey.
Lamont Antonio Lovett Jr.
Catherine Louise Baker.
Christian David Lozada Garcia.
Maria Fernanda Balan.
Brant Edward Luke.
Jayru Izel Barber.
Vera Mia Luthkinder.
Nathan Andrew Bard.
Che Rosemarie Lyons.
Mason Ray Barner.
Marcos Alejandro Mac Cifuentes.
Bethany Rose Barnett.
Lauren Nicole McLean.
Kevin Barrera.
Patrick Joshua Nahar Magno.
Logan Michael Bartholomew.
Lydia Marie Meyer.
Destin James Barton.
Milton Alexander Mancio Morales.
Francisco Estuardo Batts, Jr.
Marielle Marcellus.
Noah Ray Beidel.
Paul Mark Marino II.
Rachel Alexis Belton.
Peyton James Marks.
Rachel Starr Bender.
Welvis Ramon Marmol.
Brandon Tyler Beisel.
Jesse Michael Martin.
Bryant Tyler Bishop.
Hunter Adam Martinez.
Seth William Blank.
Molly Elizabeth Mayer.
Ivy Carlissa Bloom.
Carmen Noelia Mazaregos Perez.
Caitlin Marie Blystone.
Evan William Macbeth.
Gabriela Beatriz Bonilla Rivera.
Skylar Mabel McCartney.
Akira Denasia Booker.
Bridget Michaela McClure.
Kaylin Hope Booz.
Sean Fitzpatrick McCormick.
Stephen Borgella.
Ian Michael McLaughlin.
Eleanor Jane Burrell.
Skylar William McLean.
Mara Sadie Bowman.
Danielle Nicole McNew.
Zara Zoe Bowman.
Sarah Beth McNew.
Brianna Morgan Boyd.
Caitlin Rachel McPaul.
Drake Andrew Brenneis.
Grace Helen Malak.
Derek Anthony Briggs.
McKenna Nikita Malak.
Cade William Brindle.
Riley Kathleen Malak.
Jeremy James Brown.
Flavia Daniela Manchu de Leon.
Sean Michael Brown.
Quentin Sahu Mendoza.
Tyler Lawrence Bryant.
Morgan Elizabeth Menser.
Dylan David Bumbaugh.
Amelia Ann Metz.
Zyshawn Unique Birch.
Kelsey Lynn Miller.
Uriah Jacob Blaze.
Mackenzie Harper Miller.
Jedediah David Cogan Burkholder.
Madeline Marie Miller.
Zachary Austin Cogan Burkholder.
Colton Allen Miner.
Tyler Mitchell Butler.
Derek Keith Moore.
Brianne Nicole Byers.
Israel Morales.
Yudi Adnan Cabrera Feliz.
Zeneb Malik Mubashir.
Albert Luis Camilo Alvalles.
Daniel Patrick Muldowney.
Devin Anthony Carbaugh.
Brianna Joe Mumal.
Aubrey Ann Carlin.
Kendra Elizabeth Mumper.
Gage Anthony Carmelo.
Raymond John Murray.
Duncan Zane Carone.
Sean David Murray.
Sitlalik Cecilia Carrillo.
Khalil Verlee Morel.
Noah Jimenez Carrillo.
Amelia Lee Myers.
Lydia Elizabeth Carrillo Mira.
Clay Aaron Myers.
Hunter John Kastner.
Hallie Michelle Myers.
David Cervantes.
Jacob Robert Myers.
Josue Gustavo Chacon.
Xavier Eddie Navarro.
Saul Emmanuel Chacon.
Chris Allen Neal
Michaela Dawn Champion.
Kyla Renee Nelson.
Jennifer Cheyenne Chartier.
Heather Marie Nicholson.
Kenneth Ray Chase.
Bailey Kendall Nitterhouse.
Shauna Chorena.
DeGrand Alexander Noel.
Lauren Marie Ching.
Jacob Allen Knoll.
Marcaria Lachey Celius.
Haley Catherine Nolan.
Achumika Sius.
Tion Martre Nora.
Alia Louise Claggett.
Anna E. Nye.
Reagan Henley Klein.
Jasmine Renee Nye.
Austin Joel Kaufman.
Riley James Acker.
Sierra Nicole Collette.
Estefany Arlette Ortega Moreno.
Hunter Matthew Connor.
Emma Lydia Ortiz.
Cassidy Nicole Cook.
Keanu Devontae Franz Osten.
Cole Ray Cook.
Tiana Nabri Ack.
Dylan Richard Cook.
Alana Nicole Cha Owens.
Emmeline Ashley Cook.
Kimaj Sincere Owens.
Ivy Leanne Cook.
Joshua Higgins.
Logan Newton Cook.
Dima James Page.
Christian Michael Cooper.
Jennifer Gisela Palacios Hernandez.
Nicholas Salvatore Coriel.
Kirsten Brooke Hess.
Brian Corporan Almonte.
McKenna Marie Harmon.
Brandon Michael Cozy.
Shelby Marie Harson.
Nicholas Michael Cover.
Sydney Lee Harson.
Alexa Michael Cowan.
Benjamin Lucas Patterson.
Jonathan Merle Crawford.
Cassidy Lynn Patterson.
Paul Alty Crichton.
William Rollin Peck.
Barrett Riley Cross.
Livia Modesto Herrera.
Shania Renee Kraut.
Nadine Jamie May Peterson.
Riley Michelle Culbertson.
Clay Aaron Miller.
Dylan Robert Culler.
Sage Evelyn Piper.
Sarah Ann Swartowski.
Dustin Skyler Heisel Martin.
Amaya Alexis Daly.
Mackenzie Ann Poe.
Nashali Marie Damiani Torres.
Brittany Nicole Poole.
Sylvia Damiani Torres.
Robert Steele Poole II.
Charles Andrew Davis.
Estella Lisbeth Portillo Chavez.
Joel de los Santos Torres.
Jonathan David Bauer Howard.
Garrett Brenner Dean.
Maggie Beatrice Preciado Ruiz.
Haley Mercedes Decker.
Andrew Hunter Pregartner.
Dakota Faye Deibler.
Corey Allen Price.
Michaela Janai DeReef.
Romary Marie Quezada Geraldo.
Kende Dasame.
Tamara Quispe Ramon.
Taylor Lynn Dietrich.
Kydell Marquise Quiver.
Victor James Valcor DeVitri.
Lade Emria Rax.
Christopher Garland Diaz.
Hannah Jacqueline Rains.
Dakota Starr Dietrich.
Carlos Roman Ramirez.
Henry Antonio Domingo Salas.
Sanjeev Quentin Ramroot.
Shalia Rosalie Doughty.
JC LeBray Ransom.
Shayna Nicole Dubbs.
Robert William Ransom.
Tyer Javon Durant.
Nathan Matthew Reed.
Kevin Francis Eckenrode II.
Kevin Marie Reese.
Brady Allen Edney.
Max Harrison Reese.
Sarah Mackenzie Elgin.
Kiera Ashlyn Rigo.
Adriana Elvira Avalos.
Abby Marie Reichelderfer.
Gustavo Enrique Espinoza.
Justin Sebastian Reichenbach.
Caitlin Jean Estep.
Taylor Rose Riley.
Luderson Estime.
Miranda Joy Remeda.
Sarah Marie Umont.
John Michael Rentis Cruz.
Anastasia Marie Etter.
Kayla Michelle Rhodes.
Janique Marquise Fant.
Eve Marie Riley.
Courtney Joe Fickus.
Anitria Venice Roberts.
Erin Nicole Fickus.
Logan Allen Roberts.
Faith Moriah Fiersuck.
Corey Lewis Robinson Jr.
Mason Michael Fisher.
Malik Rasil Rogers.
Brandon David Fitzgerald.
Miguel Angel Rodriguez.
Isabella Grayson Fleet.
Eli Samir Rodriguez Evo.
Barrington A. Flythe.
Alexis Sky Romero.
Samantha Corinne Foster.
Anne Marie Romine.
Sierra Renee Foster.
Wilson Gustavo Rosa.
Zachary Lynn Fritz.
Gabrielle Caitlin Rosenberry.
Yamaletta Christina Garcia McCleary.
Miles Anthony Rowe.
Aaron Manuel Garduno.
Catherine Ann Rubio.
Paula Marie Garrigan.
Destiny Renee Runshaw.
Aaron Faith Gaiman.
Carter Eugene Russell.
Jacob Lynn Gaiman.
Leslie Denirda Sanchez.
Cameron Chase Gearhart.
Manuel Alejandro Sanchez.
Amanda Nicole Gerberich.
Erica Lynn Sandell.
Anastasia Lynn Gherkins.
Jarrett Carl Sanford.
Hope Mary Ann Gift.
Jahida Yesenia Santa Maria.
Jasir Kel Gilbert.
Mackenzie Sawyers.
Janaea Marin Lee Gilbert Dozier.
Frederick Matthew Scheidel.
Victoria Ann Giuliano.
Beatrice Earl Shellhace.
Colton Leonard Glunt.
Brooke Christine Chisler.
Connor Dane Newick.
Luke Stotler Schultz.
Austin Scott Gorby.
Spencer Owen Seaman.
Jacob Isaiah Gordon.
Jared Keller Seacrest.
Andrew Robert Grant.
David Manuel Serna Arroyo.
Miranda Beth Gratkowski.
Kenzie Julia May Schaefer.
Caitlin Jennifer Greenewalt.
Leah Nicole Schatzer.
Brennan Elijah Grimes.
Kaylin Elizabeth Shearer.
Kayla Elizabeth Grove.
Kirsten Rose Shelley Mull.
Demetrius Wesley Gwynn.
Taya Lee Shelton.
Madison Ashley Hagelgans.
Amy Lynn Shivai.
Shakir Mustafa Hakim Jr.
Evan Michael Schreffler.
Timothy James Halleck.
Costa John Sedaris.
Gabriel Michael Harding.
Bailey Claire Simmons.
Tiana Rose Harmonson.
Michaela Renee Snow.
William Patrick Krall Herringer.
Jade Alexandra Smith.
Chase Harrison Heckman.
Zachary Ryan Smith.
Coda Mattingly Heckman.
Rebecca May Snyder.
Tucker O'Neill Heckman.
Joseph Benjamin Spangler.
Danielle Renee Henderson.
Tamara Bradia Spoonhour.
Drew Weber Henschel.
Nakaya Denise Spriggs.
Lily Marie Hensley.
Dakota Kenneth Steen.
Marcella Heredia Ramirez.
John David Stauffer.
Maria Andrea Hernandez.
Ty Jordan Stewart.
Abigail Eileen Hershey.
Wade Howard Stickle.
Amber Nicole Hess.
Michael William Stinson.
Spencer Allen Hawkinsmith.
Morgan Lily Stitley.
Micah Jacob Holler.
Kellen Philip Stoltzfus.
Dante Brejean Hollenquist.
Logan Ray Stoner.
Caden Lee Hoover.
Tucker Cordell Stoops.
Matthew Robert Hoover.
Timothy Allen Stapira.
Chase Joseph Hopple.
Cameron Jean Stauffer.
Alan Ponyboy Howell.
Jordan Anthony Strait.
Drew Michael Howell.
Mackenzie J. Summers.
Casey McKee Ritz.
Ashlyn Elizabeth Swanger.
Ionis Christopher Horonis.
Devin Eugene Swanger.
Jeremiah Vincent Hubler.
Danilo Elias Tormina.
Aaliyah Cosette Hughes.
Nazir Michael Taylor.
Jared Tyrell Hunt.
Caleb Alexander Thompson.
Dominic August Hyatt.
Lady Torres Garcia.
Stone Edward Hikus.
Natasha Lee Torres Avalez.
Camden Kaylil Jackson.
Lucas Michael Toston.
Michael Lee James King.
Natalie Ryan Truman.
Samantha Lynn Morgan Jays.
Bryn Elise Vandegrift.
Renaja Dejanay Jenkins.
Skylar Addison Van Devender.
Melvin Leonidas Jimenez.
Austin Alexander Villalobos.
Jennifer Mariela Jimenez Rivera.
Skylar Lynn Villalobos.
Gabriel Basil Johnson.
Emer Alexander Villanueva.
Hayden E. Johnson.
Elaine Fernanda Terrero Ramirez.
Tanner Stone Johnson.
Emmanuel Alexander Vijages.
Caitlin Taylor Johnston.
Taylor Ann Vrabel.
Kaylee Elizabeth Johnston.
Jesse McCleary Wade.
Alexis Michelle Jones.
Kylene Marie Wadle.
Alyssa Rose Jones.
Myasia Ajaya Alexis Walker.
Austin James Jones.
Michaela Alana Rose Wallace.
Jalen Nicole Jones.
Maya Alexis Washington.
Caitlin Elise Jones.
Tizea Ezekiel Watts.
Carliqua Tarme Jordan.
Morgan Paige Weber.
Sade Dominique Joyner.
Hannah Brooke Wegley.
Kyle Logan Juray.
Claire Elaine Weaver.
Alejandro Taino Kempfer.
Jacob Charles Werner.
Ashlyn Lorraine Katavich.
Gavin Blake Westbury.
Kyle Jordan Katavich.
Luke Isaiah Wetzel.
Tierra Ray Kaufman.
Morgan Faye Williams.
Sydney Elizabeth Kegaris.
Tyron Mitchell Williams.
Kyla Nicole Kelly.
Mara Rochelle Wilson.
Miriam Lake Kahn.
Keaton Gage Wilt.
Mitchell Jacob Knode.
Christopher Michael Wolford.
Grace Ellen Conketico.
Aziz Dazan Wood.
Austin Michael Kopp.
Madeline Elizabeth Wolf.
Natalie Ray Kosterka.
Karis Michaela Wright.
Courtney Ann Kovac.
Abigail Grace Yorkovich.
Hope Raylyn Krug.
Nicardo Shaquan Wallace.
Riley Christian Coons. John Allen Kunkelman.
Montserrat Zavala Hurtado.
Class of 2018, congratulations. You did it, and I am so proud of you. Class of 2018, one last time. Go! Parents and family, for your convenience, there are 2 entrances to the field. One over here to my left and one down here off the sidewalk. Please make your way to the field to congratulate our graduates. Thank you and have a safe ride home.